don't think people should bury their head in the sand, but they should kind of less about what's going on nationally, internationally. Really, kind of what we have here is very separate than what happens around the rest of the country. If you're looking at buying in Dallas-Fort Worth, you need to really focus on just the micro market. And the impact is gas prices rise, cost of living, your utility bills maybe go up. But at the end of the day, a lot of the stuff that's happening isn't really directly impacting the average buyer, homeowner.
Do you have any information that you can get us all educated about defaults? Do you see like people are defaulting on their loans? I work with international buyers too, and international investors from all over the world. And and I can tell that there is more involvement, and there is more people want to come here more. They want to open their LLCs, getting themselves ready, and some of them are doing for rental, some of them are flipping their homes for profit. So, but it's a wonderful opportunities, that's for sure.
Yeah. So in 2023, the mortgage delinquency rate nationally was 1.7%. So
Okay.
it's pretty low. Now there is some talk about Texas being able to freeze or lower property taxes. So we're all anxiously awaiting that and hoping that gets into impact. So
the governor in Florida, DeSantis, if you heard about it, he's doing like something
yes,
where he's trying to pass a bill where people won't pay their property taxes or something on their property they own.
yeah,
It's going to be wonderful for us.
It's going to be
here
great.
In Texas.
There are several groups already working through that, and I'm hopeful that they get that thing passed as quickly as possible.
I'm going to be a strong candidate to support whoever need help with pleasure. Out of my experience and what I bring to the market, it's because I honestly think that people that owns their home and live there and reside there and and growing their family and kids and have so much things to take care of, so many bills, so much stress, so much I don't think that they really should pay property taxes. I mean, if you have more investment properties, and definitely you should pay, but for your one home, I think it's going to be justifying,
right,
to help the Texans not to pay that.
Well, and that's the thing. We have older population that maybe don't work anymore, who retired. They bought their house, property taxes were much lower, insurance and the cost of living was much lower. They've retired since then. The cost of living has gone up, taxes have gone up. This older generation can't afford to stay in their homes. And so we have a really cool loan product for anybody that's 62 and a half or older to take advantage of that gives them access to their equity in their home without really having to income qualify. It's called a reverse mortgage.
Yeah, I've heard about it. Yeah,
it's an incredible loan product. The government's done a lot of reworking on that product, on that loan, to make it a good loan. Back in earlier years, it was a loan that kind of everybody felt it was predatory, and they were going to take their homes and do all this stuff. So the new reverse mortgage product that's kind of been renovated in time is it's an incredible opportunity for the older people to use equity and to take that equity and be able to pay for their life while they're alive and not have to wait and pass that down into the next generations. That's a really good option. And then ironically, in Texas, we can what's called reverse for purchase. So if somebody was buying a house and they're over 62 and a half, we could actually get them where they're buying the full property. Let's say they can buy a property for $500,000 depending on their age. Let's say they only needed to put $300,000 cash into this deal. They would own the property outright. Like they would never have a mortgage payment, and they would have the property. So it's kind of like they're creating their own equity in that property.
That's interesting.
And they don't have to pay for the full amount. So what that's good for is if you're wanting to keep your assets in the market, you don't want to sell assets or move stuff just to buy the real estate, you could potentially with less money out of pocket.
That's what it's called again, reverse
for purchase.
Reverse for purchase.
Yeah, so there's some opportunities there as well.
You learn every day. You learn new things. That's wonderful. That's why it's important that we're doing those kind of things.